It's howling time.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Today, I'm going to be giving you selections for tomorrow's races at Keeneland, the stakes races. I'm going to be giving you three of them. Races 7, the Ben Ali. Race 9, the Lexington. And race 10, the Jenny Wiley. I'm going to be giving you my two top selections plus my horse to watch. And you guys could use them however you seem fit, or you can add in your place, you can add your horses that you like in there, or switch and swap, however you guys like to choose. But this is my opinion on how I like the horses in the order I like them. Now I'm going to go with race at the Keeneland race number 7, the Ben Ali. It is going a mile and 1/8. Grade 3 for a $200,000 purse. We got a field of 11 running. If I don't give the odds, it's because the sheet I have doesn't have the odds on it. But for my top selection, I'm going to go with the number 6, Solomini. Solomini is by Curlin out of a Stormcat mare. Last time ran on March 3rd at Santa Anita in an optional claiming $40,000, non-winners of 1. Was able to win that race by 3 1/4 lengths. When it had to go 4 wide into the stretch and bid again to make it out to go a little bit more wider to stretch it out to win the race by 3 1/4 lengths. And that was on a good track. The time before that, it ran on February 1st at Santa Anita, going a mile distance for allowance, $57,000. Went third in that race by a length and 3/4. Was stalking, was second up in there stalking, came in third and just lost second by a tips and so forth. Just wasn't able to get up there late, slowed down a bit, and it had two horses pass by to get third there. The workouts have been at Santa Anita of March 27th, the 3 furlongs and 37 seconds handily, was the second best out of the 10 workouts that day. The workout after that was on April 3rd at Santa Anita, going 5 furlongs. It was in 1 minute, 3 seconds handily, was the 12th best out of the 23 workouts that day. And the last workout was on April 8th, going 5 furlongs in 1 minute, 2 seconds, .1 handily, was the 8th best out of the 25 workouts that day. For what I'm seeing here, it had chances of stretching back out. It hasn't ran this far in a while since April of last year in the Kentucky Derby. Well, actually, the Arkansas Derby, excuse me. It is getting Brian Hernandez aboard. Brian Hernandez is a good jockey. The trainer is what's going to be counting here. It is Bob Baffert. But let's see how he can get this horse into tell Brian Hernandez to get this horse into position. You should see him coming up late. Not too late, but maybe stay in mid-pack. Coming up late to come up for a good win, especially going up in this type of class level. It has ran in higher before, like in the Kentucky Derby, the Arkansas Oaks, and also the Los Alamitos Futurity. So it knows how to win in grade 1 races. let's just see how he could win in this one, especially going to Keeneland and see if he likes the surface at Keeneland. So again, for my top selection in the Ben Ali, it is the number 6 Solomini. My second choice, it is going to be the number 11. It is First Monday. First Monday is by Keeneland out of a Awesome Again mare. Last time ran was on March 16th at Laurel, and an optional claiming $35,000, non-winners of 2. Stumbled at the start and lost all chance from there. Wasn't able to get any move, was passing by horses late, but was way too far back. Was able to just get a nice little workout there, it seems to me, in my opinion. Was able to get 7th there by 6 3/4 lengths. The time after that, before that, it ran on September 30th at Remington Park in the Oklahoma Derby, Grade 2. Was unhurried, was no menace, but wasn't hurried at all. Was able to get 6th by 6 lengths. The times that it worked out was September 23rd at Park, so 5 furlongs on a good surface, was in 1 minute, 2 seconds. Breezing was the best out of the 10 workouts that day. The time after that, it was on March 8th at Parks, going 5 furlongs on a fast surface, was in 59.1 seconds. Breezing was the best out of the 33 workouts that day. And the last workout was on April 1st at Parks, going 4 furlongs, and 50 seconds breezing was the 10th best out of the 17 workouts that day. From what I'm seeing here, if it doesn't get any stumbling or any trouble, you should see this horse getting up into position well. Especially with Julien Leperoux, should be able to get this horse into a great position. It is having blinkers on, so it keeps the horse in focus well. So for my second choice in the Ben Ali, it is the number 11, First Monday. Now for my horse to watch. My horse to watch in the Ben Ali, it is the number 7, Noble Commander. Noble Commander is by Forestry out of a Indian Charlie mare. The last time ran back in December 29th at the fairgrounds on a sloppy track going a mile distance. Was able to win that one by length and 3/4. The workouts have been on March 28th at Santa Anita, going 4 furlongs, was in 49.2 seconds handily, was the second best out of the 8 workouts that day. And then the last workout was on April 4th at Keeneland, going 5 furlongs and going in 1 minute, breezing, was the second best out of the 30 workouts that day. It's going, this one I see it may have some improvement. Julien Leperoux has won the bird. It's getting Ferrand Giroux aboard. Ferrand Giroux knows how to get this horse into position well. Is moving up in class, has not raced in 3 months, but should show that the workouts that show that it should show in some improvement. So again, for my horse to watch in the Ben Ali Grade 3, it is the number 7, Noble Commander. Again, my top selection is the number 6, Solomini, and my second choice is the number 11, First Monday. Now on to race number 9. It is the Stone Street Lexington Stakes, Grade 3 for a $200,000 purse, going a mile and 1/16. And for Kentucky Derby points, the purse again was $200,000. We got a field of 10. You got your morning line favorite, which is going to be the number 4, which is also my top selection. My top selection again is going to be the number 4, Another Twist of Faith. Another Twist of Faith is at 2-1. It is by Scat Daddy out of a First Defense mare. It is 1-for-1 at this distance. The last time ran was on March 24th at Sunland in the Sunland Derby. Got second by a neck. The time before that, it ran in February 16th at Golden Gate Fields in the El Camino Real Derby. Was able to win that race at an easy pace by 7 lengths. The workouts have been March 17th at Golden Gate Fields, the 6 furlongs in 1 minute 14 seconds handily. Was the second best at 11 workouts that day. The last workout was on April 4th at Sunland, going 4 furlongs. It was in 46.4 seconds. Breezing was the best out of the 7 workouts that day. But I'm seeing here, I like Another Twist of Faith to give it another shot with him. Was covered up in the last race in the Sunland Derby. Didn't have no room. Got blocked a bit, so was no way to get up to its usual running to be the pace setter. They tried to do something new and just didn't get it. Just like I said, got covered up. If we get the clear trip and stay out of trouble and not get in between horses too much, you should see Another Twist of Faith running on like the old self before this race at the Sunland Derby. So again, for my top selection in the Stone Street Lexington Grade 3, it is the number 4, Another Twist of Faith. My second choice is going to be the number 1, Sang. Sang is by Shanghai Bobby out of a Hubble 11 mare. Last time ran was on March 23rd at the fairgrounds and got first by 8 3/4 lengths. Had to stay in the covered up a bit, got fourth and eased into going around, passing up a bit. Got third around one corner, then the second corner was in first in that position, but then by the time of the stretch in the finish line was spreading out as the race went longer. So then in that race, got first by 8 3/4 lengths. The time before that, it ran on February 9th at Delta Downs in the Premier Prince $100,000 purse. Got first by a neck in that race. Was stalked, had to go 3 wide, and then surged on late towards into the stretch to get first. It's getting a Rat Ortiz aboard here. The workouts have been March 11th at the fairgrounds, did 5 furlongs in 1 minute. Breezing was the 6th best out of the 28 workouts that day. The time after that, it did in March 18th at the fairgrounds was 50.1 seconds. breezing was the 47th best out of the 66 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 6th at Churchill Downs. It was 5 furlongs in 1 minute, 1 second, .2 breezing. Was the 13th best out of the 31 workouts that day. From what I see here was that it has eased into these little sections, but it is moving more up in class since the last start. You should see with the Red Ortiz, you get this horse into position well. I'm pretty sure Jose had told him how to get this horse into position well enough, and what the corks are or anything with this horse. So from what I'm seeing is that this one needs to be possibly could be in mid pack, maybe third, maybe fourth out of the gate. Then right from that, if it doesn't get blocked in or anything, you see him coming up strong around the second turn and towards the stretch to be at a good price. Again, my second choice is saying at 10-1, and that's the number one. Excuse me. For the horse to watch. The horse to watch is going to be the number 9, Zend. Zend is at 6-1. It's by Fizbiz out of a Sharp Humor mare. For I would see here, what ran last time on March 9th at Tampa Bay Downs in the Tampa Bay Derby was the pace setter, dueled and got tired and was able to got tired down towards the finish line to finish 4th by 3 lengths. The time before that, it ran on February 2nd, at Gulfstream Park in the Swale Stakes. Was able to get second by a length and a quarter. Had the time of the workout had been on March 29th at Gulfstream Park of 5 furlongs in 1 minute 2 seconds, .1 breezing, was the 10th best out of the 13 workouts that day. The last workout was on April 5th of 5 furlongs on a good surface, was going in 1 minute flat .2 breezing, was the best out of the 16 workouts that day. For what I saw with here, this horse has at least been good at running, especially in stakes races. It's in a grade 3, staying around the same level, maybe harder horses in here. Not too hard. It's ran against Tactus, which is in the Derby race. Ran like that. That's when it got 4th, tired out, tried to do the pace in there. Maybe with this one, they'll need to stick back and lay back out again and let the horse run its race around the turn to get up in there near the stretch to get up for a good shot in the money or even win, in my opinion. Because this type of pedigree reads the distance. Fizbez with prodigies that I've seen love a shorter distance, but being by John Causeway should love a longer distance as well. So, what I was seeing here is this one too good to watch, because you may see this one coming on late. So again, my horse to watch in the Stone Street Lexington, grade 3, it is the number 9, Zidane, at 6-1. Again, my top selection. My top selection is the number 4, Another Twist of Fate. And my second choice is the number 1, Sang at 10-1. Now on to the 10th race. The 10th race is the Jenny Wiley Grade 1, going for $350,000 purse, going a mile and 1/16 on the turf. We got a field of 8 running. My top selection is going to be the number 2, Rushing Fall. Rushing Fall is by More Than Ready out of a forestry mare. Is 3 for 3 at Keeneland, and on the turf is 6 for 7. Especially at the distance is 1 for 2. It's been in the money once at the distance. The last time ran back in October 13th of last year in the QE2 Cup. Was able to get first by a length and a quarter. Repelled and was the pace setter all the way through to get the win. The time before that, it ran on August 18th at Saratoga in the Lake Placid Grade 2. Was able to win that race by 2 3/4 lengths. The jockey was able to get a hold firm on her. Had to go a tiny bit outside a bit and edged in and cleared down near the stretch. Cleared it up all the way through around to the finish line. The workouts have been on March 30th of 5 furlongs. Did it in 1 minute, 1 second breezing. Was the 5th best out of the 16 workouts that day. The last workout was on April 6th, going 4 furlongs. Was 49.3 seconds breezing. Was the 67th best out of the 109 workouts that day. It's going for 3 in a row at this distance, and also trying to go 7 for 8 on the turf. It's getting Javier Castellano aboard, which has been aboard her most of the time, and all the races that all of them that he's won at least a total by, I say, at least 8 lengths combined with all the races, could be more. Loves the turf, so she should be able to get in great position to win this race. So again, for my top selection in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley Stakes, Grade 1, it is the number 2, Rushing Fall. My second choice, it is the number 5, Good Year for Roses. Good Year for Roses is by Azamor out of a Galileo mare. Last time ran at March 9th at Tampa Bay in the Hillsborough. Had to go wide and just got tired out in that race and weekend at the finish line and got 9th by 7 lengths. The time before that, it ran on February 9th at Tampa Bay in the Endeavor Grade 3. Was able to get 4th there by 3 lengths. Had to pass up some horses. Was tired of it. Down towards the stretch. Was passing them up. And just was a little too late to do anything more. Has ran against horses like Lady Eli. Ran against her. Got second behind her. So you see that it ran against some good fillies and mares at that one. Good mares. So you see that one coming up late. Has ran in the Jenny Wiley before and got 5th. in that race by a length and 3/4. But it's showing improvements here that I see, and running against a harder distance of class of horses. You see this one coming up good and late. So again, for my second choice in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley, it is the number 5, Good Year for Roses. Let me do something real fast. My horse to watch, it is going to be, let me get the sheets here nearby again. My horse to watch is going to be the number 8, On the Moon Again. On the Moon Again is by Cape Cross out of a American Post mare. Last time ran back on March 9th at Tampa Bay in the Hillsborough. Was able to get third there. And was just stretching out, rallied to get that third. Right towards the stretch, was fourth and got the good third. The time after that, it ran on October 7th at Belmont. Was able to get a good placing there. Was able to get second there by 2 lengths. Rated and had to go 2 to 3 wide to get second best. Pardon me 1 second. Getting a drink. Then the workouts have been on March 30th, did 4 furlongs and 48.1 seconds breezing, was the third best out of the 47 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on April 6th at Keeneland on the turf on a good surface. It went in 1 minute 3 seconds, was the fourth best out of the 9 workouts that day. If nothing goes wrong, you may see On the Moon Again coming up late and strong with John Velasquez aboard. You see him getting this horse into position very well. On the turf is 3-4-11. It's trying for its first win here in the States. If Chad Brown as the trainer should get this horse into great positioning. So again, for my horse to watch in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley, it is the number 8, On the Moon Again. Again, my top selection is the number 2, Rushing Fall. And my second choice is the number 6. Oh, the 5, excuse me. It's the number 5, Good Year for Roses. And remember, everyone, when you're cashing with the wolf, it's howling time. Good luck, everyone, and let's cash in those tickets.